3 months ago, I quit my career. No plan, just some ideas, no backup, no safety net waiting in the background. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it was the best decision of my life. Because some days it really wasn't. Some days I sat in my kitchen at 2 p.m. and just thought, okay, what next? 3 months in, no plan, no income. And because I apparently love making things harder, almost all my money was already gone before I even left. I'll explain that part. It's dumb. Here is thing you need to understand about all of the situation and why I'm quitting. I didn't wake up one day and dramatically decide rage quit. No, it wasn't. I've been thinking about it for long months. 6 years in one field does something to you. I get used to it completely. I used to be the person who did the same actions pretty much every day regarding to the work field. I used to be a designer, and actually that's interesting thing that I decided maybe, as I said in my previous video, I still like doing the design, but I don't want to do it anymore in a perspective that it's expand, that it's grows regarding to the AI thing and so, but I still like the technical side of it. I will explain it a bit later. And about my quitting, I remember the day when I was sitting at the meeting. We were discussing something, like it was another our regular sprint. Everything going as usual. And just to understand, I caught myself that I felt nothing. I'm no longer interested in it. It will definitely may have some effect on my quality, what I bring to the table in the end of the month or in the end of the sprint. I was already planning to change my direction
slowly,
on my own terms, like a normal, responsible person.
That's not what happened.
Because while I was planning my transition, little steps to the things which I thought that I want to do, and during this my period when I was thinking and blah blah blah, life just made a decision for me. I got laid off. Thank you. And I want to be honest how that felt, because I quit my career sounds so empowering, right? Like I did this. It was my decision. The truth is messier. Part of me wanted out, but I wanted to choose the moment when I quit, when I decided, to change everything. Getting pushed out and choosing to leave, it's two completely different feelings, two completely different situations. Even the result is the same, but you know what I mean, yeah? It wasn't your decision. Even if it was, even if you, like in my case, I was thinking about it, but I wanted to choose this day, but I didn't allow to. So there I was. The thing I've been quietly wishing for handed to me, I would say, at the worst possible time. I'm a bit dramatic. I am. But you'll understand now what I'm talking about. Because losing the job wasn't the scariest part. The scariest part was where my money, like my saving money, was at that particular moment. If you saw my previous videos about the garage, about the vehicles, the Range Rovers, the Range Rover Sport, the Range Rover Velar, you could understand where my money was and where they are still. They parked in our garage now. So technically, I still have that money, but
not in cash.
And I don't know how many months, weeks, months, I hope not years, it will take to sell these cars. So as you understand, my safety net sitting in a garage. Money I couldn't touch. And of course, it was the time when I got laid off. Thank you. I'm so grateful for. Even though I was already thinking about leaving this job and try something else. But again, you need to understand, as I already said, it's two completely different feelings when you decided it by yourself. And no, this is not the story where a girl flips cars for a living, not at all. It was one attempt to be a little clever with my savings, and it collided hand-on with losing my income. So what I did? I improvise. I'm looking for a job in IT field to help my pay rent, using the very skills I was trying to give up, but not that I want to came back to this field or came back to continue this career. No, it's just money for living. I completely understand it, and it was honest conversation with myself where I said like, okay, Lisa, we just need to we need to be patient. We need to be patient and still earn some money. I still need this time for transition period when I was thinking about it. And I said for myself, like, okay, it's supposed to be the next some period of time during I'm at least try to expand this channel. So yeah, I still need this time. And I'm completely understand it. I'm not going to tell you that, oh, I quit my job, I would never work again, and so on. No, this situation, this story, not about me, not about my personality. I believe that everyone should have some type of occupation, and ideally that this occupation would bring you money. So I mean, if you could monetize it. The first week when I got laid off was like a freedom. I understood that no one needs from me anything. I don't need to be at any meeting, at any call, don't have any deadlines, and so on. The second week wasn't as bright because that's when it hits, actually. I get used to it and I am automatically checking my mails, try to open the Figma, and I understood that no, it's like no reason. Now I don't need to do it. And it was a little bit even frustration because I understood that I still need to make money. I started thinking about it. What does my life look like now? I still train, that non-negotiable. And I still have my discipline. It's the one structure I kept. And honestly, during the hard days, during the hard period, the training, workout helps me a lot. I continue fixing the cars in our garage. Pretty much I did the same stuff, but without job. And I'm not trying to sell you this perspective that, oh, it's, like wonderful life without job. I would never came back to the full-time job and so on. Definitely not. And our brain made for working just to delay dementia. Because this stuff, no plan, no backup, that means that you don't have safety net. You need to pay your bills. You need to pay for grocery. You still need make money, and I still need make money. This isn't a video about the girl who found herself and never worked again. So yes, I'm looking for a job. But here is the part that surprised even me, to be honest. The direction I keep coming back to isn't going back to what I left. It's the technical side of design, everything regarding to the design system, to the setting up design system. I would even say design system engineer or kind of this one. It's more to developers than to designers. It's somewhere in the middle. I really like this thing when you just set up all of this stuff with the tokens, with the variables and so on, even using AI from this perspective. But you are individual designer and you have completely different tasks if we compare them to the UI UX or product. You need to have the hard UX knowledge and skills, and definitely everything related to the design system. But for me it feels like more building and less design. I didn't burn everything down and run away from work. I just changed the direction. I thought quitting was about living a career. It wasn't. It was about finding who you are and what you really want to do. I understood that I really like filming the video, and I watch a lot of videos about how to do it in a more cinematic way. I really want to try myself in it. Maybe I would try to film more cinematic content and improve my camera in the future if I would understand that you are interested in what I'm doing. So I choose these two directions. I still need to make some money for living during the period when I try to develop my YouTube channel. I'm going to keep filming this situation about my job, about my channel, about what I would do, what will happen next, do I find job, or when I find a new job, a new position, and how exactly it will be, all of this stuff. I filmed this video not to encourage you to quit your job, because when you just saw one video about someone who lose his job or quit or laid off, it seems like pretty simple, or at least not that bad. But I would say I don't think that this is the good one. You need to definitely, like in ideal world, set a plan for yourself and try to do the little steps. And when you understand that, okay, when the life could turn your everything upside down, maybe you will be more, ready for it. But don't do it because some video motivate you. If you really want quit job or change something, please do it as a responsive person, okay? That's what I wanted to say. And I want to say thank you because I didn't expect that my previous video will gain that much views, for me that much, because my channel is still very little, but we will try to expand it. But again, I just want to say thank you for your support and see you in the next one. Bye.